Hey, what's up all? This is a soldering kit that I recently purchased, and I'm going to do a quick unboxing of it, which I already did and utilized, but I disassembled it and I'm going to actually put it together again. So right off the bat, this is a soldering gun. It's different from the other types of soldering gun because one cool thing, it has a built-in like a wire they can put in through and feed through, and it'll come out eject out, and you can solder by just pushing a button. So let's just take a look at it, all the pieces it comes with. It comes with a couple of some pliers. They're really nice pliers you can actually utilize when you need to hold certain things. Very thin and sharp, so don't poke yourself. I have burnt myself using these soldering guns, but they come with extra tips as well. So if you don't like to use the tip that came with, you can actually swap it out for other tips right here. The tip itself gets really hot and it changes colors, as you can tell. If you want to swap it out, make sure it's cooled down, and you can actually take off this part and swap out the tip itself. So, but if you want, and once it's like not hot, you can swap it on. Just remember that you can burn yourself. And this part right here. So in terms of this right here on the bottom, this is the feed. You can turn it to a different degrees, you can take it out, but it goes in there, it just kind of feeds it, and you can direct it where you need to be. So I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. And this right here, you can see the mechanism that's happening when it's being fed through. So I'll take a look at that. And first thing is always to just place this line on there. This is the little mount, so you need to kick the stand when you put it on the table so it doesn't melt the table. I have melted it before, so be careful with that. Usually just put some cardboard, so you can be careful with that. This is the stool that it comes with, and the little wheel. So this mounts it like this, and this mounts it onto the wheel itself. So I'm gonna this one is the piece that goes through, so you put it through here and you just kind of like solder a wire, kind of feed through. So here we go, here's the feed through tube, just like this, just like that, and then we'll click it on here and then put the little bolt and then the screw at the end. As soon as I find the screw, I've lost that, that'll be sad. So here you go, found it. Once that's on there, you can, it can be loose, it's okay. Slide this in here, into place. Right, the feeding tube goes in through this hole right here. Slide that through, and then of course when you press this button, it feeds it kind of slowly. So this kind of like pressing this button right here feeds it going forward. So it can slide through, see, as it comes out to the other end, watch. If you hold this down, it can slide through. If you stop it, it doesn't go through anywhere. So make sure this holds down, and then you see the tip at the end, see that? Make sure it slides the tip if that touches the soldering gun. So aim it so that it will touch it, or else. So when you press this button, this turns it on and off. Make sure that the light will turn blue if it's on, or else you forget. And so when you press this button right here, this will feed forward. So as I plug it in, it will feed forward. This right here comes with it. It actually sucks up solder, so if you need to, you just press, you pop it in like this, and then you press something, it'll suck up like any solder that's heated. So you can press it, it'll suck up just like this with your finger, kind of like that. Gives you a little suction. So that's what this does. So sucks up any solder into the tube, and then you can eject it back out on here. It's kind of like a tip. It ejects the solder remaining onto whatever surface you want to put it on. So let's just plug it in real quick. Unplug right here. Actually, I'm going to solder together is this battery. So right now it's already on. As soon as I plugged it in, you turn it off right here, and then you turn it on. This comes out, see? Okay, now you want to hold this button down. You can take the wire back out. So as you press this, it'll feed the solder into the tube. But technically you don't need to. If you like to do it a different way, what I like to do is get my own solder. So when I get my own solder, I can just figure it out myself. So I have a piece of solder I can utilize, and now I'm just gonna touch this into it to make it melt it into it. Maybe because it's aluminum, I just need aluminum pieces. That's probably why it's not soldered. Oh shit. Well, guess I can't fix it. Well, at least there's the unboxing of it. So, alright, well, let's turn this off and not set on the table like this. And put it there for now. Alright. Here's another little quick unboxing that I was using to weld my batteries together. This is a spot welding machine. So you turn this on, you put two things together, and it will spot weld. So if it's two metal pieces, you can actually spot weld it together really nicely. It'll create a spark. So if you're like here, create a nice spark on there. I'll show you. For instance, on the back of this, you can create a spot weld to kind of burn a hole through it, but see, I'll just do something like that by creating a spark, and it'll melt something. It gets really hot, instant heat. So you can actually increase the size of it and distance if you want to. You can create by different milliseconds. I have it like set to like 10 milliseconds before it'll strike. And then you can have delay if you want. You can switch the milliseconds. You can switch the little things, timer, delay, all that stuff before it strikes how much power it's gonna output to, and it's USB-C powered. That's mainly it. Oh, there's the metal. Oh no, I could use this. This is what I needed to connect it. But how do I connect? So it's not solder. I was mistaken. So here's the metal that comes with it. This should, if I can figure a way to connect this metal to this piece together, maybe in the back of it. Yeah, that will work. And then I just need to spot weld it together. So like, weld it like this, and then spot weld it together. That might work. Instead of this little thing. This is terrible as a solder. So let's try that instead. Alright, I'm gonna do this off video. So if you have any questions regarding this unboxing, utilization of everything, leave a comment down below, and hopefully I get this done and won't burn my batteries. Alright, I did this off camera, but here's the update. I did put a piece of metal. I cut a piece of metal with this and I slid it in there, and then I used a soldering just to make sure it's heated, so it's like connected to each other. I did this the same with this. I put a little piece of metal behind it as well. I also folded the metal right here to close the gap of the solder, or whatever it's called, the aluminum or whatever, the metal that connects it to it. So same type of metal. I can put the battery at the end, since both the contact terminals should be working. If I put the battery at the end, it should be connected, right? So it's powered on. There we go. I can double click and the LED light works. So I can put the same, so right now it has 3 battery levels because of this one battery. If I put the battery at the middle, it should work as well. All this is powered on. So should be measuring the power. So all this is positive and all this is negative. So yeah. So if I get all my batteries and put it in here, it should work. So that's basically it to this video. Yeah, there we go. All right. Well, definitely take the batteries out if you're not using this thing. And now this thing is a portable out. You can switch it to 3, 5, 6, and 9 volts power. So depending on what your usage is. So leave it at 12 volts. You can plug it into a monitor or something. You can power it with these 18650 batteries using this little adapter right here. Plug it in, and also has a 5 volt USB port as well. So take you got this better. Works just perfectly with one battery in there. That's it to the video.